This is MaxAnimate Radio 1 with the daily news at 4:30. Good afternoon, welcome to the Half 4 Daily News. The first headline tonight, the first general selection process conducted by South Korea for the World Song Contest 2026 has now concluded, resulting in the selection of Jisoo and Zayn to represent the nation's interest in New Zealand next year. This decision follows closely on the heels of New Zealand's recent triumph as they celebrated victory just 2 months ago with Rose and Bruno Mars with their song APT. And now, Jisoo and Zayn representing South Korea with their captivating song Eyes Closed are poised to make an impact on the international stage, where the convergence of diverse musical influences will undoubtedly draw significant attention from both fans and critics alike. Jisoo, widely recognized for her extraordinary vocal abilities and commanding stage presence, previously participating in the competition in 2016, also representing South Korea, as a member of the accoladed very popular K-pop group Blackpink, securing their victory in that same year with the song Boombaya. Since then, she has continued to rise as a solo artist since 2023, while still being a part of Blackpink alongside the three other talented members, Rose, Lisa, and Jennie. This dual role allows her to showcase her versatility and depth in her music, further solidifying her reputation as one of today's leading figures in the global entertainment landscape. Her unique ability to convey emotion through song and performance is anticipated to resonate deeply with audiences, forgetting an unforgettable experience. This upcoming participation will not only be a remarkable event for Jisoo and Zayn, but will also signify an historic moment for the Korean broadcasting system, as it marks the first time they have enlisted a formal winner alongside a runner-up from the UK version of the X Factor, presenting an innovative approach to an international collaboration in music. This strategic move by the KBS reflects a forward-thinking vision that embraces the potential of cross-border partnerships, positioning South Korea at the forefront of global musical innovation. The collaboration not only highlights the immersed talent in the present of South Korean music industry, but also serves as a testament to the increasing recognition of international artists in major competitions. This bolstered underscores KBS's unwavering commitment to excellence while highlighting its openness to artistic partnerships that transcend cultural boundaries by featuring talents from diverse backgrounds. This amalgamation enriches the competition, fostering a spirit of creativity and collaboration that is rarely seen on such a global stage. Fans can look forward to an exhilarating chapter in the competition ahead, characterized by a rich fusion of unique talents and styles that promise to resonate with audiences worldwide, creating a tapestry of sound that is both unique and universally appealing. The combination of Jisoo's dynamic presence and Zayn's soothing vocals is likely to create a musical experience that captivates listeners, drawing them to a narrative of cross-cultural harmony. Zayn, who has made his mark on the global music scene with his distinctive sound and heartfelt lyrics, complement Jisoo's artistry and additional layer of depth into collaboration. His ability to weave personal stories into his music has garnered him to a loyal fan base. And this is a partnership is expected to lead the artistic expressions to new heights as anticipation builds for their performance. It is clear that this partnership represents not just a significant moment for those artists, but also a significant step forward in uniting the different cultures to a universal language of music. Moreover, the collaboration between Jisoo and Zayn can be seen as a powerful statement on the evolution of the landscape of the music industry. When barriers between genders and nationalities continue to blur, such partnerships are not only celebrate individual artistry, but also invite fans to appreciate the diverse influences that shape modern music. The blending of K-pop and Western pop elements in their song Eyes Closed illustrates this point beautifully, as it invites listeners to experience a seamless integration style that reflects the commentary musical zeitgeist. Sorry, can't pronounce that word, sorry. As the global audience tunes in, the stage is set for a memorable showcase of talent that not only highlights the rich heritage of each artist, but also paves the way for the future collaborations that promise to inspire and connect fans across the world. US President Donald Trump has promulgated an immediate halt to all trade negotiations with Canada, a decision that stems an advert reproving the tariffs he has imposed on the nation. This advert, which is sponsored by the regime of Ontario, features a quote from Trump's predecessor Ronald Reagan, a prominent figure in US conservatism, verbally expressing that tariffs hurt every American. In replication to the advert, Trump looked to the gregarious media, labeled it fake and egregious, and declared that trade verbalizers were hereby terminated. His administration has enforced a consequential 35% levy on a wide range of Canadian imports, alongside targeted tariffs that greatly impact crucial sectors such as automotive and steel manufacturing. Ontario has categorically left the sting of these tariffs, which have had detrimental effects on its economy, leading to job losses and incremented prices for consumers. The Louvre Museum in Paris remains closed on Mondays while investigations are ongoing regarding a daring heist that targeted France's valuable crown jewels. Thieves equipped with power tools executed a brazen break-in at the world's most freaky museum in broad daylight. Managed to escape on scooters with 8 exceptionally valuable pieces of jewellery. Reports indicating the criminal gang arrived at approximately 9:30 local time. Shortly after the museum opened its doors to the visitors for the day, four suspects utilized the vehicle-mounted mechanical lift to gain access to the Galerie d'Apollon, the Gallery of Apollo translated in English, through a balcony overlooking the River Seine. Images from the scene have shown the ladder leading up to the first floor window indicative of their carefully planned approach. As the intervention con- as the inter- investigation continues, it has become evident that the audacity of this crime was matched only by the thieves' apparent knowledge of the museum's layout and security systems. Two of the thieves managed to infiltrate the museum by cutting through the window using their power tools. One decided to threaten the museum guards, forcing them to evacuate the premises. In a calculated move, the thieves also proceeded to sever the glass of two display cases, which contained the coveted jewels. A preliminary investigation report revealed a concerning fact. One in three rooms in the area targeted during the heist lacked CCTV cameras, as reported by French media outlets. This has raised serious questions about the effectiveness of the museum's security infrastructure, especially given the high-profile nature of the items on display. French police have stated that the thieves were making present in the museum and for mere 4 minutes before making their getaway out on two scooters they've been waiting for outside, escaping at 22 to 10. This incident has sparked significant concern and frustration among officials and the general public alike. Nathalie Goulet, a member of the French Senate Finance Committee, which described this as a very painful episode for the nation. We are all very disappointed and angry, she remarked, emphasizing the community's distress over how such a heist could transpire so easily. Goulet disclosed to the British Broadcasting Corporation, the BBC, that localized the alarm system in the gallery had recently been malfunctioning, raising questions about whether security measures were disabled during the robbery. This has led to a wider discourse on the adequacy of the security measures at cultural institutions, particularly those housing national treasures. In response, France's Culture Ministry confirmed that broader alarms within the museum were triggered, and museum staff adhered to established protocol by promptly contacting security forces and ensuring the safety of visitors amid the chaos. Authorities have since launched an extensive investigation and employed forensic teams to gather evidence and analyzing surveillance footage from nearby streets to track the suspects' movements before and after the incident. The Paris police have also been collaborating with international law enforcement agencies, given the high-profile nature of the stolen items, which include ornate brooches and necklaces from precious gemstones that date back centuries. Experts in art crime are being consulted to assess the potential market of these stolen jewels and determine how high the thieves might attempt to sell or launder such high value items. The art world is particularly vigilant in monitoring any movements in these pieces, as the disappearance could have far-reaching implications not only for France but for the global art market. And now we look at the weather for the weekend. Saturday, 25th of October. 10 a.m. Sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Humidity 84%. Pressure 1004 millibars. Visibility will be good. Temperatures will be 8 degrees feels. Then at 4 p.m. Sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Humidity will be 54%. 1006 millibars of pressure and good visibility. Temperatures will feel like 8 degrees. 8 p.m. A clear sky and a gentle breeze. Humidity is 65%. Pressure will be 1008 millibars and good visibility. Temperature will feel like 6 degrees. Then on Sunday at midnight, light rain showers and a gentle breeze. 82% humidity. 1009 millibars of pressure. Moderate visibility. And temperature will feel like 4 degrees. A high of 11 for Saturday and low 4. Then 10 a.m. in the morning for Sunday 26th of October. 10 a.m. Sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. Humidity 74%. 1011 millibars of pressure. Visibility will be good. Temperature feels like 6%. Then at 2 o'clock, light cloud and a gentle breeze. 10 degrees. Humidity 67%. Pressure 1009 millibars. Visibility good. Temperature feels like 8 degrees. Now we move on to 6 p.m. Light rain and a gentle breeze. Humidity 78%. 1006 millibars of pressure. Visibility will be moderate. Temperature feels like 7 degrees. And 10 o'clock. Light rain and a gentle breeze. Humidity 85%. Pressure 1003 millibars. Visibility good. Temperature feels like 9 degrees. And a chance of precipitation. And one more headline. Tomorrow will be the day that we switch over from BST to GMT. And now the next daily news at 7 p.m. The topics are Jisoo and Zayd representing South Korea at the World Song Contest 2026 in New Zealand. Play Chambry winning the Kaifili election. Mjällby became champions of Sweden. And the asylum seeker was found guilty over a hotel worker's murder. Just a minute, we'll be moving to Politics Daily with Avery and Eden. While that, we'll be moving on to the commercial breaks. Have a good evening.
Ears are great, aren't they? One on each side of your head for stereo. It's because of ears that radio ads can amplify your advertising. 40 million adults listen to commercial radio every week. That's 80 million ears, give or take. See radio differently at radiocentre.org.
Ocado's got your favourites, every last one. From steak to beefless burgers in your brioche bun. And all the M&S picky bits under the sun. Let summer come to you.
Get more choice than any other supermarket. Ocado.
Let summer come to you.
Geographical restrictions and delivery charges apply. Minimum spend £40. Full T's and C's at ocado.com. Verify at info@ocadoretail.com.
The John Lewis sale is here. Save up to 50% on selected products. Whether you're getting the garden barbecue ready or choosing holiday outfits, find something you'll love at a price you'll love too. Visit us in-store, online and on the app to find amazing offers in home, tech, fashion, beauty and kids today. Payment plans available. Sale ends 20th of July while stocks last.
Welcome to Politics Daily. In 3 minutes, today's headline has rattled both political and business circles. President Donald Trump has suddenly called off trade negotiations with Canada. The announcement came late last night and caught a lot of people off guard.
The timing is pretty wild, considering there were weeks of high-stakes discussions. Some insiders actually thought a deal was just around the corner, so this news feels like a total 180.
What's especially interesting is that both countries had been pushing through some tense sticking points like dairy tariffs and auto manufacturing rules. It seemed like progress was happening, even if it was slow.
That's true, and the pressure was mounting on both sides. Canadian officials had been making late-night calls with U.S. negotiators, hoping to avoid exactly this kind of breakdown.
Now, what really fueled this collapse? From reports, it sounds like the biggest friction points were Canada's protections for dairy farmers and U.S. demands to loosen those restrictions.
Yeah, dairy has always been a flashpoint, but it's not just that there were also arguments over dispute resolution mechanisms. The U.S. wanted changes, but Canada saw those as essential safeguards.
It's almost like both sides were digging in. Neither wanted to give ground, and with midterm elections looming in the U.S., Trump was under pressure to show a tough stance.
The political calculations definitely played a role. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is facing his own domestic pressures, so any deal seen as a compromise could have backfired at home.
Once the news broke, the response was immediate. Stock markets dipped, especially in sectors tied to cross-border trade. U.S. automakers and Canadian dairy producers both took noticeable hits.
I actually checked my feed this morning, and it was nothing but worried commentary from economists. Businesses have been on edge for months, and now there's even more uncertainty hanging over everything.
What's striking is how quickly investor confidence can evaporate. Companies were already making contingency plans, but this might force them to accelerate those shifts.
Do you think this could send some companies looking for new suppliers outside North America? The unpredictability must be exhausting for them, especially with so much at stake.
That actually reminds me of all the regular folks caught in the middle. Consumers could start feeling ripple effects soon. Prices on goods like cars and groceries might climb if tariffs go up.
It's a real concern. Families who rely on affordable imports or farmers who export crops could see their bottom lines change overnight. Some experts say we could even see job losses if this drags on.
And let's not forget border communities. They're especially vulnerable. Many people commute or trade across the line every single day, so sudden changes can hit hard and fast.
Last week, we got stuck on a story about a small Ontario town bracing for layoffs. It's just one example, but it shows how these high-level talks are anything but abstract for real people.
So where does this leave things? Some analysts are saying there's still a slim chance talks could restart if one side blinks, but the path forward looks murky.
What surprised me most is how quickly things can shift. Just a week ago, some insiders were optimistic. Now both countries are bracing for a possible trade war, or at least a freeze in cooperation.
It really highlights how fragile these relationships can be. And with social media amplifying every move, leaders have less room to quietly negotiate behind closed doors.
Could you unpack what happens if they don't get back to the table? Some industries might permanently shift operations, and trust takes a long time to rebuild after a public breakdown like this.
Exactly, and we'll be tracking every development as it unfolds. For now, businesses and families across both countries are left hoping for a resolution before the stakes get even higher.
Next up, we have British Summertime.